time. I will be very brief. First of all, the chairman and members of the National Police Service Commission, my brother and my colleague, the Inspector General of the National Police Service, the DIGs, the Director CID, my colleagues, senior police officers in the room, and my sisters and brothers who have come, members of families of our colleagues whom we lost in the line of duty. I would like, first of all, to start by conveying greetings and sincere regards to all of us from His Excellency, our President, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta. The Inspector General knows this, that 2 weeks ago, when we were in Magadi during the ceremony to destroy guns that have been collected from wrong hands, he was present and he can testify that the president asked me again, how far is that program going? Just so that in the interest of full disclosure and in all honesty, I need to say this, that although I had a meeting with my colleagues, the chairman and the inspector general, to ask them that we should start this, the truth of the matter is that after Dusit, we traveled, myself, the then Inspector General, Mr. Boynet, the GSU commander, and a huge team of police officers to Taita Taveta to bury our GSU officer who had unfortunately fallen during that experience. We came back, and when we reported to the president, he actually said he didn't think we were doing enough to support the families of our fallen police officers. And then he tasked me with the responsibility to think and plan with my colleagues at the Office of the President on how best we can address this issue. That is what led to the meeting that the Inspector General referred to with the IG and the chairperson of the National Police Service Commission to figure out how we are going to address these issues. So I am grateful to God. Let me be frank with you people. I thank the Lord for this opportunity. There's nothing greater in our lives and much more nobler than to serve fellow men. And to sit down, because we are all, much as we say this is work we do every day and we are paid a salary for it, but the truth of the matter is that we are here as a family of God, the family of citizens of this country. Most importantly, our police officers who do a dangerous and difficult job all the time. Every time a police officer puts on their uniform, or every time the police officer picks up their weapon and gets out of the house, no matter how far or how short or how small the assignment they're being called for is, they are living with the reality that they could actually probably not come back. Our police officers, walk towards danger when all of us are walking away from danger. And many of our police officers, and this is what I would like to tell my fellow citizens, Kenyans, our police officers do a very difficult job, sometimes in very difficult circumstances. There are very few of us who know what it takes to man our borders across the country. From Lunga Lunga to Busia, the people we have in Mandera, our police officers in Boni, our police officers who are in Samburu right now, those who are on the border between us and South Sudan, the dangers we face from Isebania, all the way to Wajir and Mandera. And those who patrol our streets and our villages, where they cannot predict who they are going to meet and in what circumstances they are going to meet. All our police officers do a very difficult job. They work hard. They work hard, sometimes in very unusual circumstances. I want to urge Kenyans, and that is what I would like us to do today. Kenyans who, like me, don't go out on a beat at night, to appreciate our police officers, pray for them, support them, honor them, and respect them. Serious civilized environments around the world accord their security people serious respect. In some countries, if you find yourself on a queue at the airport and there are police officers there, serving or retired, and there are military officers there, serving or retired, you give way to them. We should practice the manners of respecting our police officers. You know, we should do that, especially because of the work they do and the difficult circumstances under which they work in most cases. So we thank the Lord for them, for each one of them, and for the life that they lead and how God keeps them out of danger every day. And that's why the families of our fallen police officers, I want to tell you today that the government, we've come here today to tell you that the government takes care and wants to be very serious about the lives of the families of our officers who die in the course of duty. I know we've been doing something. We've been helping. I know we have frameworks and policies in place. But I have come here to tell you that we want to relook even that and start a system of addressing the families of our foreign police officers better than we have done in the past. So the first thing is going to be that, as I told the Inspector General and the Chairman of the Police Service Commission, from this day forward, we are going to establish a charitable trust to look at the welfare of the families of our departed police officers. The trust will address welfare issues. We will keep an inventory of all the families of our fallen officers, follow them up, and have a system of looking after them, following up on them, knowing what's going on in their lives. It is not good that we only turn up at families during the burials and then we walk away, never to be seen again. I want to assure you, my sisters and brothers who are here, that we will do our best to look after you. And I hope that between now and when we meet next year, by the grace of God, IG and Chairman, we will have completed all the establishment work of the trust. We will have put together resources. We will have a comprehensive inventory of all the family members of our fallen police officers. We will be in contact with them, and we will work using our structures in the various regions to know how they are keeping. It's good to be our brothers and our sisters' keeper, because officers need to know that we care about them, both when they are here in uniform and serving, and when, unfortunately, they have departed as a result of the work they do. We will be an appreciative government. We want to continue to appreciate our brothers and sisters when they are not here by appreciating and looking after their families. We would like to be a caring society so that we care for each other when we are serving, but we also care to find out how you are doing when our brothers and sisters are not there, especially when we have lost them in the line of duty. We will pay attention to the issues that have been raised here. And I want to tell you, my sister, I will take personal interest in all these issues. I have asked the chairperson of the National Police Service Commission, and since you have told me that you are ready to brief me, I hope that will happen before Jamhuri Day next week. And when you come, I would also like to see a performance report of the insurance companies we have. And let me say it here, in the full view of everybody. I will cancel the contract, and I'll ask the Attorney General to cancel the contract of any insurance company that is not performing, that is stressing the families of those who have departed. We are not in this business to be nice to each other. We are in this business to do what we are supposed to do. Let us be very honest. We are not in this business to be nice to each other while people are suffering. So that people talk to us, they are our friends. At the headquarters here, we have a cup of tea with them or we have lunch with them. But the actual service they are supposed to deliver to our police officers is hopeless. So, I will consult with the Attorney General, and I would like IG I would like to see those contracts before Jamhuri Day next week, together with a performance report from the police officers, which will come through the National Police Service Commission. I will consult with the Attorney General. A contract of companies that are not performing, I assure you, will be promptly cancelled. We go back to the market and look for people who can provide services that we need. There's no reason why we should touch our people. In any case, by the way, this is it. I say these things and I'm thinking on Nakasrika. But you see, the point is, in any case, we are paying the premiums using taxpayers' money. Sio pesa yetu tunatoa kwa mfuko kulipa premium. The premiums we are paying using taxpayers' money. We are given money by the National Treasury. Kenyans expect and they should get service. So if we are paying the premiums and we have given you a check and you are telling the widows stories, we will not have you as our insurer. Simple as that. We will not. We want to deal with companies and service providers who understand the work we do. Just imagine, isn't it painful? And if you may indulge me for a minute, we lose our officer, like we did the other day, to terrorists. In addition to the pain of losing our officer, their family is destituted, spending hours on end, colossal sums of money, following the dues, following the premiums. Really? So, tukubaliane, this is something we will do.